All right, so guys, yeah, we have been dehydrating a ton of stuff. I've actually eaten all my jerky. It was so good, but I'll pull out here this. I want to try to make. I want to try to make some meals that if we travel with the motorcycle or if we do some canoeing overnight or boating or anything that where we can have meals and then we can write on them. This is going to be, there's actually 2 meals in here, but I've been drying everything. There's chicken in there and rice peas. Let's see here. Some other stuff in here that I've green beans and that kind of stuff. But anyway, there's 2 meals. I can split this up. I got to dehydrate some more stuff. I'm gonna throw it back in the fridge for now, but I want to dehydrate that stuff, and I can make, like I said, I can make some really nice meals, and that one's going to be Thai curry, and I got the recipe off of course YouTube or the internet, but it looks like it'll be really good, but I got to get a few other ingredients, a few more things. But we're going to dehydrate this weekend heavy again and make some more jerky and dehydrate some more stuff to try and make some more meals. I think we're going to try and dehydrate some spaghetti and see how it turns out, and some chili and whatnot. So yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. Well, so what's our plan for the up and coming? We're into March, and I just haven't done a ton of stuff on the bus. Now the weather's completely gotten much better, and that's going to provide, for a little bit more stuff to do. I did take a ride on the motorcycle today because it was 65. Beautiful day. As for what we're going to do, I'm not real sure yet, but there will be something coming up for this coming summer and fall. Certainly one thing that we can do is a motorcycle trip, and that would entail going out and hitting Northern California, Astoria, Cannon Beach, and up through there and up into Washington, Oregon, and a couple of months, and then maybe hit Sturgis on the way back, something like that. I don't know. Another one is still on my bucket list to do, and this will all be probably July and August, I would assume. But that would be still wanting to float the Missouri River, basically from Bozeman area or Missoula area, right in there, all the way to St. Louis, and then I'd pull out of there, and just because I've done all that down that way before, so I don't really have any interest there. Or we could take the canoe and go up and do something up in, Superior, maybe up in the corner, up in there, in Thunder Bay, something like that. And spend 6 weeks or something camping and canoeing. That's another option. I do have kind of gotten a couple of sailboats given to me. The one sailboat I was going to go down and look at, the guy ended up wanting to keep that sailboat, and they're going to do some work on it, and I don't know what they'll do, but that's their plan. So they ended up. I was on my way to go do the video on that boat, and I texted him make sure I was okay to go on the boat and stuff, and he said they were going to keep it, and I probably still could have done a video on it, but I just didn't bother. But I do have another one that sets down there in the Pentwater area that I can get for practically nothing, $500. There is another one over here in town that's a smaller one. It's on a trailer that could be trailered down, and I do know that next winter we will definitely be out of here and go somewhere else. I don't, I'm not exactly sure what. I mean, I've got a ton of things in the making in it, but all that stuff's not going to materialize until I really see where everything's at when it comes to finances and things of that nature. So that's kind of where we're at. We're still doing some dehydrating and making some meals it's more or less just for practice and some experimenting, because if we did do even a motorcycle trip, I mean, I'll throw 30 dehydrated meals in the saddlebags, and that'll be a meal every night, and that's just money saved. You know, the motorcycle is an extremely cheap way to take off and do a little adventure. Now we will be coming up on Blessing of the Bikes, which I've always wanted to go to, and I've never had a bike during that time. I've always had the bike after, so we will do Blessing of the Bikes, which is only 30 miles away from here. It's a big festival. It's gotten bigger and bigger every year. So I'll definitely go out to that, and we'll showcase that. We'll film that. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? We've got spring break, which I think I want to do, take the motorcycle, make a run, and see my son in Raleigh, North Carolina, but that's not going to be any good because the temperatures are just not going to be warm enough. Today was fine. If we could hit 60 degrees for a few days to run down there for that, that would be different, but we're only running about 45 from what I looked at the weather, which makes it still a little chilly for a full 10-12 hour day to get down to where some temperatures rise. If spring break was in, you know, April 15th, that'd be different, but it's you know, it's in 2.5 weeks here. Let's see, roughly about 2.5 weeks. So what I probably will do during that time is I'm going to maybe do a couple of little camp outs with some, you know, out here in the federal forest with do maybe some cooking and stuff out there on the bonfire and that kind of thing. We'll work at the store a little bit and try to just, you know, bank up some more money. There's another option of staying out on the lake out there with a boat and doing you know, staying on a boat for the entire summer and that kind of thing. And then a little way late into the fall, we could stay on it. So maybe we'll look at that. That's a possibility. I just don't know what boat it would be, whether it be a pontoon shanty boat type of thing or whether it would be, you know, this other boat. I mean, one thing I have to look at is, you know, I can get a boat for $500. Everything's in it. It's already there. It's already got all the stuff, you know. It's just dump it in the water and I can live on it, you know. I don't have to do any work, any building or any of that stuff. So that is options. I have gotten a couple of people that have said, where, you know, Brenton, he hasn't put anything up lately, which he will. He's got, you know, he's just working on stuff too, just like everybody is. So he'll get to it for you. And let's see here, what else? Well, there's some things we've got to get yet. We still have to find. We ended up, don't think I said it, but that wood stove that I got, it was too big. It didn't fit in here. It didn't look right. I didn't like it. I didn't care for the oval on the back. It just didn't set right. It didn't even set right when I bought it. But I felt, you know, I already drove an hour to get it, and the guy was kind of counting on it, and he had it all out for me, and I just felt obligated to grab it. But I made $20 on it, you know, from what I paid for it, so that's fine. Got rid of it. But I want a little small, like a little Grizzly Mini or the Grizzly, you know, the Cubic Mini with the, you know, the Grizzly or something. That's just, those are so beautiful and such a nice addition in here for a nice focal point with that glass in the front, a little 4-inch stack coming out. It's just, they're not obtrusive. They're just a really, really cool look to them. So that's where we're going to kind of stick with, is something in that category. Yeah, you know, a few more things that we want to do and change on this. I think over spring break in the back of the bus here, we'll finish that floor out, finish those walls out, try to button some of that up, just so that's done. Because I was back in there and there's kind of been a little bit of mold and stuff, just because it's been some heat's got back in there, and it's been, I think temperatures have been going up and down in that back part. So I've got to wipe everything down with a little bit of bleach mixture and get that floor in and get it insulated, get everything done back there and get that buttoned up. And then that can be the other thing I'm going to pick up, I think, here pretty quickly is a kind of a feed trough, small feed trough, and then I get a portable hot shower situation going where I can go back there in the back part and have a shower, you know, back in there, which is something that's, you know, always the needed thing when you're doing this schoolie living or van living or whatever. I do want to go to the Gould City schoolie meetup. Me and Brenton's kind of planning on trying to meet there for that with his schoolie, my schoolie, and that'd be kind of cool. So we're looking at doing, you know, some of that. If you guys have a choice, If you guys have a choice of what you want to see, you want to see the motorcycle trip, you want to see boating, you want to see a canoe trip. I mean, you know, you can throw in there what you want, what you want to see me do. But I would like to do that July and August and make that happen. Something. I can't sit still anymore. I've spent close to an entire year of just sitting still, and I've just really, I regret every bit of it because of the fact. But I had to make money. I mean, it is what it is. I have to work. There's just no way around it. You know, once I hit the 62, I can draw a small state pension in my Social Security, and I'll have a residual amount of money coming in all the time, which opens up a lot of freedom. But I'm getting older, and that limits me on what I can do. And of course, I don't want to wish that another 2 years away by any means. So I've just got to do the things I've got to do. It's just no way around it. You cannot sit still. Every year you sit still is just another click off the odometer that you ain't never going to get back. And you know, if you've got things you want to do, I mean, when you get up to 65 years of age, 67 years of age, it's very, very, very limited on what you're going to be able to do physically. Yeah, you can still live in a bus, and you can still do van life, campers, whatever, and all those. That's not the big thing. You can do that for quite a while if you stay pretty healthy. But when it comes to those canoe trips, those boating trips, those motorcycle trips, those kinds of things, they're going to get limited because it's your back is not going to take it, knees, and all that stuff is already kind of acting up and climbing up on top of me. I mean, my knees are sore, my back's sore, and I've got aches and pains, and it is what it is. As you get older, it is what it is. So anyway, I guess that's pretty much the thing. I know it's a boring little video, but I wanted to get something up for you so you can at least say, hey, at least you know what I'm up to and what's going on. I got a couple things. I'm going to do some rock hunting. I've got a guy that, Steven from Wisconsin, is big into, he's got a kind of a new adventure going on with a business and everything, and he's asked me to do some rock hounding for him, some Petoskey's and agates and things of that nature, and he will make it well worth my while to buy those off me, because he's making a pretty big business on making jewelry and polishing rocks and all those things. So that's kind of cool. I will make a 2-week trip on that to go up and do some rock hounding for him and see if I can't find some stuff for him and just send it off. I don't even really care if I get anything for it, but he definitely will make it worth my while. So that's kind of nice. We do plan, there is a possibility for the summer, parking this out here and doing the mobile homestead thing where I'm selling stuff out of here, whether it be firewood and pies and some breads and some canned goods, pickled eggs, pickled bologna, put a couple crock pots out and stuff like that. And maybe I get enough people that drift by here to grab some stuff, and I probably I can make a little bit of money through the summer doing that. It'd be fun, it really would, but of course it's not an adventure of the kind of venture that I'm really looking at. But it is it'd be nice to get this thing to be able to sustain and make some money in the course of the summer. I mean, once you establish something here, you can do pretty good. And this is the kind of the summer to do it, because our state park, which is a huge state park, it's one of the busiest in the state of Michigan, will be closed September 3rd all for an entire year. So the following summer is going to be it's going to be a wash. There's just not going to be anything going on. So this is the last summer for a whole year that won't you won't have that. I mean, we get it just that thing is packed all the time, and all these parks around here are packed. I mean, Ludington has become a huge mecca for people to come to. So all right, I'll get this up for you. At least you'll know what's going on, what the plan is, what we're thinking on, where we're coming from. And we'll get another video up. We do have to do this week. We're going to showcase a sponsorship on a solar power generator with solar panel. We're going to go down and do that tomorrow or Tuesday morning down at the store, because I've got the room to do it and showcase that and explain to it and everything. And that'll be a video that'll go up. And I have to do that for the sponsorship of that item that was sent to me. So, all right, guys, from the Wayne Diaries, peace out. We will see you guys again soon this coming week.